We've seen an increase in spending for the 2012 financial period, 26.5% of GDP from the previous 21%. A big focus coming through on health, education, and also the agricultural sector. Let's start off by talking about your views on the budget thus far.
The new government is trying as much as possible to stimulate a lot of growth within the domestic economy. And I'd like to believe, I haven't studied the budget yet. I was in a meeting and I've just come out of there. But I'd like to believe that their focus would be to try and stimulate job and wealth creation, particularly amongst the youths, because most of the Zambian population is made up of the youth, and the government feels that the unemployment levels are extremely high. So they are trying to stimulate the growth within these sectors, health, education, and agriculture, so that as many youths as possible can get jobs, and perhaps through that wealth can be created.
Windu, you mentioned agriculture. Let's touch on that, because we know that that's of the Zambia Development Agency. That is one of your mandates amongst other investment opportunities that you do table to the private sector. Agriculture is a big focus, and we're going to see that agriculture and farming subsidy is going to increase by 38%. Is that enough to ensure that those farmers are actually getting the right resources in the form of a subsidy?
For a start, it is enough, because it's. I think there's some slight improvement from the budget that we saw last year. So for a start, we'd like to believe that that is enough to be able to stimulate the growth that the government is looking for in the agriculture sector.
With regards to your role and ensuring that there are synergies between the private sector and obviously what is happening in Zambia, we know that there is a massive increase in the appetite for doing business in Zambia, purely because it is now very politically stable and the growth rates are very attractive right now. What kind of opportunities lie ahead, and what kind of interest have you seen, given the fact that opportunities are starting to increase dramatically?
Well, we have a number of prime growth sectors for investment that we feel investors, both local and foreign, can begin to look at. For instance, we are trying to emphasize investment in very, very quickly the following growth sectors: manufacturing, agriculture, and agro-processing. We want to see people invest in tourism, energy, mining, infrastructure development, and commercial buildings, because we feel that these are areas that have vast potential for investment. So we see that happening actually quite a great deal.
You said you see this happening quite a great deal, but you also said we want to see this kind of improvement with regards to investment. Just to zone in on the contribution to GDP, we know that there has been a massive diversification that's been occurring to ensure that it's not only Zambia is not only reliant on mining, construction making up around 11% of GDP. What kind of numbers do you forecast going forward, and is it really reliant on foreign direct investments in a sense?
Sorry, the line again is, I don't know, I think we are having a challenge with the line. One moment I can get you, the next moment I can't.
Okay, Windu, let me try again. Let's touch on construction. It is currently accounting for around 11% of GDP. Is the growth in this sector in specific reliant on foreign direct investment so that it does contribute a bigger portion to the Zambian economy?
We are seeing more and more local players participating in the construction industry as well. Yes, foreign direct investment is on the increase, but I think we are beginning to see a number of local players, local entrepreneurs participate in the construction industry as well.